I built my house on things I couldn't hold, on promises that turned to winter cold. I watched the flames devour what I knew, and in the smoke I looked for something true. And every choice I made became a scar, a quiet echo of the man I am. But even ruins learn to breathe again. When morning finds them broken in the rain, I am the the parts of me the fire took away. But from this dust I feel a seed of grace, a newer version growing in its place. Oh, let it burn, I'm learning how to stay. I am the ashes of my yesterday. I used to fear the silence in my chest, the weight of all the words I never said. But grief, I learned, is love with nowhere to go. So I let it fall like leaves and let it roll. And every night I burn to be reborn. I traded shadows for a gentler storm. The man I was, I lay him down to rest, and thank him for surviving all the rest. I am the ashes of my yesterday, the parts of me the fire took away. But from this dust I feel a seed of grace, a newer version growing in its place. Oh, let it burn, I'm learning how to stay. I am the ashes of my yesterday. Maybe we're not meant to stay the same. Maybe we're just fire learning names. Every ending is a door I've yet to find. Leave the ashes, take the light behind. So burn me down and I will rise with softer hands and clearer eyes. I am not lost, I'm rearranged, the beauty living in the change. I am the ashes of my yesterday, the parts of me the fire took away. But from this dust a garden finds its grace, a stronger version blooming in its place. Oh, let it burn, I've learned that I can stay. I am the ashes of of my yesterday. From the ashes I am here. From the ashes I am here. I woke up counting all the days I'd lost, each one a coin I never knew the cost. I spend my youth on things that don't remain, on empty rooms and love that turned to rain. And no one tells you when the hours end, there's no tomorrow that you can pretend. The hands keep moving while you look away and steal the light right out of every day. The clock doesn't wait, it never will. It moves while we're standing still. Every second of breath we can't return. A candle we're given to burn, so hold what you love. Don't look away, 'cause the clock, oh the clock doesn't wait. I used to think that time would understand, that it would pause and take me by the hand. But it just walks, indifferent and true, and every tick is one less tick with you. So I'm done with all the Sundays that I've saved, the dreams I buried in an early grave. This is the hour, this is all I own, this borrowed breath, this moment alone. The clock doesn't wait, it never will. It moves while we're standing still. Every second of breath we can't return. A candle we're given to burn, so hold what you love. Don't look away, 'cause the clock, oh the clock doesn't wait. If I could gather every wasted year and press them gently back into me here, I wouldn't ask for more, I'd only ask to feel the weight of now and make it last. So let me live before the silence calls, before the last grain finally falls. I won't be counting what I cannot save, I'll spend it all. The clock doesn't wait. The clock doesn't wait, and neither will I. I'll love while I'm under the sky. Every second a gift, not a debt. The most precious thing I'll ever get. So hold what you love and never delay, 'cause the clock, oh the clock doesn't wait. No, the clock not anymore. I stand before a glass I barely know, a quiet stranger looking back so slow. I've worn so many faces for the day, I lost the one I gave myself away. And no one asked me who I was inside. I learned to smile and keep the rest to hide. But in the silence, when the noise is gone, I wonder who I've really been all along. It's a mirror made of doubt, the one I can't quite figure out. Somewhere underneath the mask I wear, there's a softer truth still standing there. I don't need to shout it out, just to let the quiet doubt slowly fade and let me see the gentle face that's really me. I chased the shapes that others wanted more, left my own reflection at the door. But masks grow heavy when you wear them long, and quietly I knew that something's wrong. So here I am, no armor left to hold, just honest hands and truths I never told. I'm not afraid of what I'll come to find, a softer man at peace within his mind. It's a mirror made of doubt, the one I can't quite figure out. Somewhere underneath the mask I wear, there's a softer truth still standing there. I don't need to shout it out, just to let the quiet doubt slowly fade and let me see the gentle face that's really me. Maybe I don't have to know it all. Maybe I can let the masks just fall, and in the stillness, gentle and unsure, I'll meet myself and love him a little more. No need to run, no need to hide, just this quiet peace inside. The mirror clears, the doubt grows thin, and I begin to let me in. It's a mirror made of doubt, but slowly I am finding out, underneath the mask I wore, there was always something more. I don't need to shout it out, I just let the fading doubt gently passing wind came heavy, tearing at my leaves. It took the branches I could not retrieve, but something deep beneath refused to fall. The quiet part of me that held it all. I used to think that strength was standing tall, not bending, never breaking through it all. But now I know the ones who last the long are those who bend, yet somehow still belong. I've got roots down in the storm, somewhere quiet, somewhere warm. Let the thunder do its worst. I have weathered so much first. I don't need to fight the sky. I just let the wind pass by, and I stay with my roots down in the storm. They see the leaves and think they know my strength, but strength is measured in a deeper length. Down where the light has never learned to reach, there grows a peace no storm could ever breach. So let it rain and let the branches sway. I've learned to lose and still to find my way. The strongest trees have known the harshest wind and been so low, then quietly stood again. I've got roots down in the storm, somewhere quiet, somewhere warm. Let the thunder do its worst. I have weathered so much first. I don't need to fight the sky. I just let the wind pass by, and I stay with my roots down in the storm. Maybe strength was never in the fight, but in the stillness holding through the night. The quiet way I learned to let it be, and trust the deeper part that carries me. So let the seasons come and go. I have grown through what I know. The storm will pass, the sky will clear, and I'll still be standing here. I've got roots down in the storm, and they've kept me safe and warm. Every storm I've ever known only taught me how I've grown. I don't need to fight the sky. I just let the wind pass by, and I stay with my roots down in the storm. Roots down deep and still, nothing left to fear, just quiet and here.
fight against the way things flow, to hold the water, keep it where I know. But rivers laugh at hands that try to hold. They slip away, so quiet and so cold. So I sat down beside the moving stream and learned to let go of the need to dream of all the ways I thought my life should be, and let the current show the way to me. This is what the river knows. It never fights, it only flows. Around the storms it finds a way. It doesn't rush, it doesn't stay. So I'll let go of what I chose and follow where the water goes, soft and slow, soft and slow, just like the river knows. The river doesn't ask where it will end. It doesn't mourn the corners or the bend. It only moves content to simply be a quiet, patient path towards the sea. And maybe I don't need to understand. Just open up and loosen every hand. The things I lost were never mine to keep. The current carries all I couldn't reach. This is what the river knows. It never fights, it only flows. Around the storms it finds a way. It doesn't rush, it doesn't stay. So I'll let go of what I chose and follow where the water goes, soft and slow, soft and slow, just like the river knows. There's a peace in letting all things pass, like light that moves across the morning grass. I don't need to hold the world so tight. I'll drift along and trust the gentle light. So carry me wherever I may go. I've made my peace with all I'll never know. The river bends, but never breaks its flow. And now at last, I'm learning how to go. This is what the river knows. The quiet grace of how it flows. It doesn't cling, it doesn't fear. It simply moves and disappears. So I'll release the things I chose and drift to where the water goes, soft and slow, soft waters flow. So just peace and letting go. We used to finish sentences we'd start. Now silence sits between us like a wall. I watch you from across a quiet room and wonder when I stopped knowing you at all. There was no storm, no shouting in the night, no single moment where it all went wrong. Just gentle distance growing day by day until the words we shared were nearly gone. Look how far we've come, into strangers we become. The same two hearts but somehow rearranged. Not enemies, just quietly estranged. And I don't know quite how or when we stopped being who we'd been. Now we're only passing through, two strangers, me and you. To laugh, the little things that felt like they would last. But time is quiet, patient and unkind. It takes the ones we thought we'd never lose. And maybe there's no one to hold the blame, just two lives drifting slowly out of frame. We loved the best we knew how at the time, but even gentle rivers change their course. Look how far we've come, into strangers we become. The same two hearts but somehow rearranged. Not enemies, just quietly estranged. And I don't know quite how or when we stopped being who we'd been. Now we're only passing through, two strangers, me and you. I hope you find the things I couldn't give. I hope you laugh again the way you did. And if we pass someday on some quiet street, I'll smile and think of all we used to be. No hard goodbyes, no need to fight, just a gentle fading of the light. We were something that was true. Now we're strangers, me and you. Look how far we've come, into strangers we become. I'll hold the good and let the rest go free, and keep the version of you that used to be. I don't know quite how or when, but I won't mourn it all again. We were ask me why I carry all of this, as if the weight was something forced on me. But no one made me hold the things I hold. I picked them up, I chose them willingly. The tired mornings and the sleepless nights, the promises I made and won't let go. It isn't chains that keep me holding on, it's love that makes me carry what I chose. This is the weight I chose, the one that only my heart knows. Not a burden forced on me, but the price of what I hold dear and free. I could set it down someday, but I'd carry it again the same way. 'Cause every ounce of what I bear is proof of how much I still care. There's freedom in the things we choose to keep, a quiet kind of strength in saying yes to all the weight that comes with what we love, and holding it with tenderness, not stress. So let them wonder why I do not run, why I stay steady through the wind and cold. The heaviest things are heavy 'cause they're worth every quiet moment that I hold. This is the weight I chose, the one that only my heart knows. Not a burden forced on me, but the price of what I hold dear and free. I could set it down someday, but I'd carry it again the same way. 'Cause every ounce of what I bear is proof of how much I still care. Hold it still, for nothing worth the carrying is light. And I would choose it all again, I will. No regrets in what I bear, no resentment, only care. The heavy things I hold so tight are the ones that feel most right. This is the weight I chose, and now at last my whole heart knows. It was never mine to fear, just the shape of all I hold dear. I will carry it always, in the quiet, gentle way. 'Cause every ounce of what is love I chose to always wear. The weight I chose, I hold it still, and I always will. The weight I chose is love. The weight I chose is love. the broken places where the light gets through. I tried to hide the cracks along my skin, afraid of what the world might see in you. But then one morning, quiet and alone, I saw the sunlight pour through every seam. The very wounds I thought had made me less were letting in a warmth I'd never seen. There's light through cracks in the places I've been broken, every scar a quiet token of the storms I've traveled back. And I don't need to be whole to let the light into my soul. So I'll wear my broken parts where the light comes through the cracks. They say that broken things are meant to mend, as if the goal is looking like before. But I have learned the beauty isn't there, it's in the golden seams forevermore. So let me keep the marks of where I've healed, the gentle proof that I have made it through. For every crack that once had let in cold is now a window, letting light shine through. There's light through cracks in the places I've been broken, every scar a quiet token of the storms I've traveled back. And I don't need to be whole to let the light into my soul. So I'll wear my broken parts where the light comes through the cracks. No more hiding what I bear, every crack I'll leave it there. For the light I couldn't find comes through the broken parts of mine. There's a light through cracks, and I'm grateful for the breaking, for the quiet, gentle making of the softer heart I've had. I don't need to be whole, the light has finally reached my soul. And I'll wear my broken parts where the light comes through the cracks. Light through cracks, it's alright, I'm letting in the light through every broken part. looked up at the stars the other night, a billion suns that never knew my name, and felt so small beneath that endless sky, a single breath inside a burning flame. And yet somehow I'm here to see it all, to hold this moment fragile in my hands, a speck of dust that learned to love and dream, a fleeting thing that somehow understands. I am nothing and everything, a quiet note the universe will sing, here and gone before the morning comes, but part of all the light and all the songs. So I'll hold this moment close and love it more than most, 'cause I am nothing, it is true, and everything, and so are you. Will forget I ever stood, the oceans will not miss me when I'm gone, but in this breath, this heartbeat, this right now, I am the whole of everything. I'm home, this freedom in the smallness that I feel, no weight of being more than what I am, just here to witness wonder and to love a tiny holy temporary. I am nothing and everything, a quiet note the universe will sing, here and gone before the morning comes, but part of all the light and all the songs. So I'll hold this moment close and love it more than most, 'cause I am nothing, it is true, and everything, and so are you. And the galaxies, I found a place where all my worries cease. For if I'm nothing, then I'm nothing left to lose, and if I'm everything, then I have found my peace. Small enough to disappear, vast enough to hold it here. Nothing, everything the same, a whisper and a burning flame. Oh, I am nothing and everything, and finally I've stopped my wondering. I don't need to leave a mark behind, just to have been here present and alive. So I'll hold this moment close and love it more than most, 'cause I am nothing, it is true, and everything, and so are you. Nothing, everything, it's fine, just a moment, yours and mine, here and gone, and beautiful. stairs in search of some address, a place to plant my feet and call my own. But every door I opened led me on, and home stayed always just beyond the known. And slowly, softly I began to see it's not a house, a city, or a shore. It's how I feel when I return to meet the quiet thing I'm always walking toward. Home is a direction, not a place I'll ever reach. It's the gentle way I'm heading, and the peace it comes to teach. So I walk it all my life, through the calm and through the storm. 'Cause home was never where I'd get, it's the way I'm getting warm. Through all the songs I've sung to get me here, through ashes, rivers, cracks that let in light, I carried every piece of who I've been, and found them all still with me in the night. And now I know the journey was the point, not some horizon where the road would end. Each step a little closer to myself, each breath a way of coming home again. Home is a direction, not a place I'll ever reach. It's the gentle way I'm heading, and the peace it comes to teach. So I walk it all my life, through the calm and through the storm. 'Cause home was never where I'd get, it's the way I'm getting warm. When at last my walking has to end, I hope I'll feel I traveled the right way, not toward a place, but toward a gentle peace that met me softly at the close of day. Every step has brought me near, not to there, but to right here. Home was never on the map, it's the warmth of coming back. Home is a direction, and I've walked it all along. Every silence, every song was a step toward where I belong. So I'll rest now, soft and sure, with nothing left to roam. 'Cause I have found the gentle truth, the walking was the home. Home, home, home is a direction, I'm alright, walking gently into light, and I'm fine.